What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Wellness Hustle podcast, where wellness meets ambition. If you're on the grind towards achieving your goal and you like to be grounded in your emotional, physical, and mental health, then you're in the right place. I engage in meaningful conversations with entrepreneurs, wellness experts, creatives, and everyday individuals who are navigating their journey towards their goals. From mindfulness to financial growth, from purpose to productivity, we cover it all. New episodes drop weekly on our YouTube channel, packed with raw conversations, real tips, and that extra push to keep you thriving and not just surviving. So if you're about that hustle and that healing, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, join the community, and let's level up together. The Wellness Hustle podcast. It's not just a podcast, it's a movement. Ladies and gentlemen, join me today on the Wellness Hustle, your host, Dr. Neville Campbell, as I welcome Dr. Jamal Pace, one of the leading chiropractors here in the Atlanta market, individual practice, and is really making a name for himself in this space. An exceptional, upstanding gentleman, a family man, but also just a great clinician and treating patients with heart and integrity. Dr. Pace, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely, man. It's been absolutely, man. It's been a long time coming.
I know. I know. We've been talking about it.
Absolutely, man.
Come to fruition, man. I am proud of you. All right.
Oh, man, I appreciate
this conversation.
We did.
All together. I want to
we did, man. We did.
Started, man.
Thank you.
Definitely a blessing to be a part of this and seeing you glow up and grow up. So this is amazing, man. So thank you for having me.
Man, thank you for saying that, man. They say give people their flowers while they're, while they're alive, and I'm a big believer of doing that too. Yeah. Sometimes, folks are, hesitant to, offer words of commendation or just words of, encouragement. And I'm a big believer that, we are and we should be our biggest supporters, man. Because when one rises, the other rises with them, and that mentality, we all rise together.
Exactly, but not a lot of people do that.
I know.
But
I know
that definitely exudes energy, right?
Yeah.
You want to be around that good energy because that in itself motivates you.
Absolutely.
Do your own thing.
Yes, sir.
I see he's doing his thing, so let me get on my job and get on my grind.
Cheers to that, man. Good energy motivates and inspires other good energy, and overall we get ultimate growth in the process. So let's talk about your practice. I know folks probably see your online presence and they see your practice. By the way, your online presence and your practice is doing great. You did that one, you have a lot of videos, but that baby adjustment, dude, that was so moving.
Yeah, man.
Seeing you interact with that infant and just doing what you do, I smiled so hard at that, man. I'm like, that's my guy doing his thing. How was that experience?
Man, so before we even shot that was just a last minute. Let me just record. Because never recorded adjusting a baby or a child on the page, man. And so that was just actually the baby's mom asked me to record it. Man.
Yeah.
So you never know, right? Posted it up there.
Yeah.
Knew she was a cute girl.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it to go that crazy on Instagram and TikTok, man. But it's been a blessing as far as the exposure.
Yeah.
Just exposing, the clientele and the patients and the people out there that wonder about chiropractic.
Yeah.
It's a cute way to kind of get people interested in what the office does or what I do specifically. So it's definitely been a blessing, man. But I do that all the time. Though.
Have people reached out to you for like adjusting their babies or, tell us more about this process?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I get a lot of questions because a lot of people don't realize that we can adjust babies.
Yes, I didn't know until now. Yeah.
And the importance of it sometimes, sometimes the birthing trauma, sometimes there's a lot of pull on the head and the neck trying to, help the
Deliver. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just a matter of just making sure that everything is in the proper position, nothing is stuck, everything is moving the way it's supposed to, so that the baby can properly hit the milestone. So that was her concern, was just she was getting ready to crawl.
Yeah.
She wanted to make sure her pelvis was moving.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So basically, we just use, a very gentle approach when we adjust babies, as opposed to adjusting adults or even teenagers. We use something called an activator, which is an adjustment tool. A lot of people thought I was giving a baby an injection.
A shot, yeah. I was like,
I was touching the tool, but
right.
It's basically a tool that is very gentle and more direct to the specific site that we're trying to unlock, so to speak.
Gotcha.
Do some more motion too. So
man, that's amazing.
In there, man. So yeah, it's been good, but that's not my first time going though, man. So generally I went viral the very first time for the big neck pull, neck adjustment, using, wash strap, big thing on social media. I used my hand on one of them. Yeah. And that's that very first experience. Viral, man. And that was honestly crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of hard to kind of manage it.
Yeah.
This shit outside. Oh yeah, you the one that adjusted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool though, man. But it's still, I'm still getting used to the exposure.
Man, that's amazing. What led you to chiropractic care?
Oh man. So long story short, man, I knew I wanted to be a doctor growing up. I was looking into cardiology. My grandfather had passed from a heart attack, and I had took that on as my personal mission. I was a doctor, I was a cardiologist. Yeah. Even sometimes I wanted to be a surgeon. But then I started to come to the realization that honestly, I don't like visiting hospitals. I don't like being in that environment too much, and it's gonna be kind of hard to be a doctor.
Right, and not like hospitals.
So, basically, I was going on that path. I was pre-med, but then I ended up changing my path. I was going to go into physical therapy. Right. So I ended up switching my pre-med degree. I ended up switching into more so exercise science. Kind of felt that aligned more with physical therapy. And so literally my last semester at Georgia State, we had to intern with a health professional. So, and then I'm going to a health fair. Yeah. And, I was just talking to all different kinds of health professionals, but I had never really had a conversation with a chiropractor. With chiropractor, yeah. I never really knew what they did. And so I had a nice conversation, Dr. Carly Tokar, by the way. I think she practices in Florida now. Okay. She's an alumni of Life University. Okay. Going, but ended up having a conversation with her, and she was so sweet about it and so welcoming about, bringing me on board. She hadn't naturally done that before, just graduated, and she was kind of starting off as a chiropractor. But from that basically meeting, that kind of sparked my interest. Gotcha. And I wanted to see more what they did. So I ended up interning with them for that semester, so I can get credit for my last semester, and ended up learning about chiropractic. So nice. From there, man, just going there on a daily basis, just seeing the energy patients were coming in with, pain, couldn't walk, having a hard time getting in the door, getting out of the car, and they would leave walking better, feeling better. Yeah. Energy definitely changed, smile on their face. And so that sparked my interest even more. And I was like, okay, there you're clearly making a difference. And so this may be something that I would more so relate to. Gotcha. As well as, I'm just seeing the results for myself, but I wanted to know how and why and the science behind it. Like, what are you doing? Because I thought that was so cool. Right. Not doing any kind of surgery or anything. Yeah. All of a sudden, helping people. Quick, right. So immediate result. This is something that I wanted to pursue. Nice. Ended up, changing my path again. Right. Ended up applying to Life University, got accepted. Yeah. And now I'm here, man. And that's amazing to hear. Yeah. Look, I landed exactly where I needed to be. Look, I think sometimes God creates, he puts us on certain paths that we think are detours, but in the grand scheme of things, it's his sort of divine guidance for our life, right? To maximize and realize our purpose, right? Because the purpose that you are living right now, the lives that you're impacting right now, if you could have a conversation with the Jamal that was like 15 years old, right? Knowing what you know now of yourself, what would you say to this kid? Well, I would say trust yourself more. Yeah. In all honesty, man. Before I even became an entrepreneur, when I got out of college, I went into being an associate because I had a little doubt in the back of my mind of failure, getting out there on my own. And what if this doesn't go right? What if this doesn't go how you think it's going to go in your mind or how you planned it? So that kind of limited my leap to become
independent practitioner.
A solo practitioner. So if I could go back and tell the 15-year-old me, I would say, trust yourself more, trust your skills, trust in your upbringing, trust in your faith, your constant walk and your dedication, because that has led to what I consider a little bit of success. I'm looking for, obviously more and more still.
Of course. Yeah. You mentioned faith.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that a little bit. Where did your foundation in faith, like who instilled that, and how and when was that installed?
Man, it was just my upbringing. Always been in church. I was one of those kids that grew up in church. We was in Bible study.
There you go.
And Sunday service and every convention there was, man. So, that my upbringing wasn't the best. Everybody has that story where, everybody has that struggle or that complexity when they have challenges when they're growing up. So, that made us also lean into our faith more and getting us through certain situations, man. You don't have anybody else but to believe in. You know what I'm saying? So God was definitely a very a big part of our lives. And we always, honored him and everything he did. So that's honestly where I got it from.
Right.
And so that has always been instilled in me regarding anything
Gotcha.
I, pursue from this day forward.
Were there any specific times in the initial launch of your practice that you really had to dive a little deeper in the faith? To pull you through circumstances that you probably thought were insurmountable, and can you share some of those with me, or one of those that you can recall?
The prime example, perfect example. My very first step out on becoming an entrepreneur. So, Change Pace Chiropractic, which is right here in Lindbergh, Buckhead, Georgia. I had to pretty much build it out. It was pretty much lease the space, and it was all just boxes, right?
Shell.
Actually have to build it out. So I had to go in and hire a contractor. And, your very first experience, your very first, I guess, hand, you're going to try to find the most
cost effective.
Oh, yeah.
We've been there.
Right. So, yes. So, to wrap the story up, long story short, basically, I hired a contractor that didn't necessarily have the proper, I guess, certification, but I didn't do my due diligence. This was an introduction from a friend of the family to me, and he was, had been dealing with business of construction, and he was supposedly a general contractor. So basically, it leads down to we needed a deposit to get him to start working. All right, so undisclosed amount. It was a significant amount of my very first investment into this business. So gave him deposit and didn't necessarily know all of the process and the steps. I thought something was odd. He went and cashed the check immediately without, giving me a date, a start date, and, giving me the plan and all of the, the process and the steps that you normally would think go into planning a build out. So that was a red flag. And then became very hard to communicate with and eventually disappeared on me, man. So
of course,
that in itself, man, again, losing a significant amount of money before you even open your doors will have you questioning if this decision
was the right one.
Was the right one in all seriousness. So obviously that took a lot of faith, a lot of patience, because that could, mentally affect you. That can raise you, that can make you angry as well. It's like, how dare you? I don't know what it took for me to get
that money.
How long it took me to get and save that amount of money. and for you to take it like that, that a lot of emotion.
Of course.
Ultimately, though, I am a strong believer in karma. I'm a strong believer in
God fighting the battles.
Yes, how you treat people is how you will get your return as far as your favor, your faith. I mean, I'm not your favor. I'm sorry, not your faith, but your favor. And so, after talking with my father and eventually just coming to terms with, okay,
let it go.
It's gone, man. We're just gonna have to go back to square one. And out of that, man, I honestly looked at it as, and I still look at it as, I feel like you just blessed my business. With that negative energy, with that negative intent, I feel like that, gave me the ultimate good energy. And, that in itself kind of encouraged me to continue on. I don't know where that came from, man. Just mentally, I clung on to that. And again, looking back at the day that I opened to where I'm at now, I definitely feel like that event not only, kind of humbled me, kind of made me aware, kind of gave me the experience I need moving forward already, immediately out the gate, and give me that realization that this is really on you. This is still going to be your responsibility. You're still gonna have to figure it out. And if you can figure it out after that, man, you can figure it out doing any problem, any situation. So from there, man, I grasped onto that experience immediately out the gate. And so anytime I have any problem, I always go back to that, man. I made it out of that. I can make it out of any situation that's brought to me now.
So I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, sometimes through adversities, right? We a lot of us get so bogged down with and get so burdened down with, what we consider apparent failures, right? Because it didn't go the way that we planned.
Exactly.
And this is really when, your faith becomes drawn into test. Because understanding that, we trust, in a higher power. And sometimes the plans that we have set for ourselves, and the paths that we have carefully calculated based on the limited knowledge that we have, and we think this must be the path, when there's so many other variables that, and God in his infinite wisdom and knowledge knows that might not be the best path for you. So he takes you through the fire. He takes you through these hardships. Why? Because there are lessons to be learned.
Yes, sir.
And believe it or not, sometimes these lessons are lessons that you're going to draw on as you progress higher and higher. Because these lessons are going to be needed to surmount the next challenge that's about to come. So I'm really impressed with how you handled that, because some people would have walked away.
Exactly.
That's what most people would have done.
The very first attempt.
Of course,
so
of course.
Like, okay, well, God, I guess you're trying to tell me that
this is not the
This is not.
when that's not the case.
It gave me that. Was not the time. It was just I had to figure out another way. I never had that thought. It was.
Yeah. So you're married with kid, or a kid or kids?
Two kids.
Tell me about the family, man.
Yeah, man. So I have a daughter that's 1 year old. She'll be 2 October 7th.
Beautiful, man.
I have an 8-year-old son.
Nice.
Third grade, loves soccer. Basketball, looks just like me, man.
How tall is he?
Joy comes up to about the.
Oh my God! So you know he's gonna be tall.
Man, absolutely. So I'm just waiting on that day where I'm looking up at.
It's coming.
So I know I'm having have to check him real quick. I'm still your daddy, dog.
At least for now, you can still check him. You can check him for now.
Man, 2 kids and a lovely wife. I've been married since 2021.
Beautiful, man. How'd you guys meet?
So we met randomly. Dr. Patrick Comax, right?
Of course.
He had a birthday party.
And
we met at 2 Urban Licks.
Oh, nice.
It's her birthday as well. So
nice.
Birthday weekend. And she came in. She was celebrating, looking beautiful. She had a dress on. And so I had, I noticed her previously, though. So we had connected on Facebook. And just randomly, Facebook at that time, all college students.
People connecting,
So this is around that time. Yes, I'm old, guys. I'm old. But so this is around that time. So, just kind connected through Facebook. That was the first time I physically seen her in person, and she was randomly or happened to come in the restaurant they were in. And so, you know, I offered her a drink. And, you know, it started a conversation from there. It was like,
you just slid up. You just slid
Facebook.
You just slid up.
And that's where it came.
Hey, man, that's good stuff.
Ever since then.
Yeah. Well, congrats, man. Congrats. That's beautiful. I've met her. Wonderful lady, by the way. You know, just great energy about her. And that's one of the things that when I met you both, just the energy that you both exuded, you know, the confidence that she had, the confidence that you had, the complementary energy, is definitely something that radiates. So keep up the good work, man. Keep through the grind. You know, I'm 26 years deep. And it ain't easy. People say it ain't easy, but you know what? It's a daily commitment. You commit to renew every day.
Look easy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, but motivation. Man.
Amen to that, man. Amen. The God is good.
Do it. Do it too, man. So
thank you, my good sir. Thank you. Thank you. If I had to ask you, sort of, you know, what are your long and short plans for your practice, for your professional growth? What are you thinking?
So short term, I need to get a second office open, man. One in Buckhead, but now, you know, kind of realizing the spacing is a little bit limited. For the amount of, you know, business and what do you call that? Intrigue or interest in the business, I need to possibly start expanding.
Gotcha.
And a lot of my patients, they travel a lot, man. A lot of people that come from the south side of the city, and I feel so bad because they
all the traffic,
but they're willing to do that, and so I want to make it a little bit more convenient and open the second office down on the south side of Atlanta, closer to the airport. It's the area I'm looking for. Long term, though, I want to, you know, look into franchising the office. I've been trying to hone in on a replicable system that could be replicated in any state, any city. And so that's the long-term goal. I've seen other chiropractic offices do the franchise route, and I'm very interested in doing that myself.
Gotcha.
But again, we're going to take our steps, though, honing in on the system and making sure that everything will be able to be, you know, the same experience everywhere, and making sure that the brand is strong. That it doesn't matter who the doctor is.
The brand still remains consistent.
It's still going to be consistent across the board. So
that's good, man. I believe that, you know, given that, you know, you've gone through some hardships and challenges, you know, facing these new ones, you know, these ones that are coming up, they're going to be challenges, but you've been through some stuff before, right? You've gone through some battles, right? So, you know, go boldly ahead, man, and make a name. You know, I mean, you're already on great trajectory with what you're doing. You know, the influence is noticeable. It's felt. People are seeing what you're doing. I think the brand is unique. I mean, there's several people offering your services, but what you do and how you package it, right? And, you know, however that is, whether it's a presentation, you know, the commentaries, the variety of clients that you treat, the variety of services that you offer, whatever you're doing, there is a uniqueness that surrounds your practice, and I think that's what draws people to sort of what you're doing. Preserve that and push that. You know, I think it's going to serve you well. It's really going to serve you well. My guy.
I'm listening, man.
Man, I'm old and falling apart. Don't listen to me. Man,
listen to man.
So what is the wellness routine, man? I mean, you look like you're pretty in shape, bro. What is the wellness routine?
So, man, I fell in love with just, you know, working out. Weight training. I'm in the gym. I've been in the gym since college. That's been my stress reliever. That's been my, you know, area that I refocused myself, my thoughts. I sometimes come up with some ingenious ideas when I'm working out, man.
Amen to that.
And then, you know, I learned a lot from working out too. Just the dedication, the consistency. You know, the gradual planting of seeds, so to speak. You are investing into yourself, but it may not be something that you see immediately. But you just
consistency over time.
Time, and that yields big results. generally I take that same concept and, you know, apply that in every area of my life.
Gotcha.
Becoming an entrepreneur and family and being a husband and just every area you can, you know, learn from that dedication.
Gotcha.
And seeing the results after some time. That this can be applied everywhere else, and that leads into patience. That's how you can kind of gradually build to something big.
Dr. Pace, do me a favor, man. Look and look in the camera and tell these folks where to find you, how to find you, how to tap into the services that you offer. Because when I tell you, this is not just any chiropractor. You got to check out his page, Change of Pace. Chiropractic services. You got to check it out because again, a lot of good content, a lot of quality content, well done, but you'll see the variety and the uniqueness of the brand that he's offering. And I can tell that, you know, when patients do walk into his establishment, that they're treated with the utmost care because you can see it. It comes across in how they're doing, how their presentation, the layout, his presentation. Again, I can't wait to go over there and get adjusted.
Yes, sir.
It's only a matter of time. I'm gonna get some adjustments done. So tell us where to find you.
All right, so Change the Pace Chiropractic. So online website, www.chiroxcbd.co. So my chiropractic services are incorporating CBD as well, just introducing a natural plant-based, you know, solution for, you know, sometimes inflammation, pain, and just the benefits of, you know, CBD can go hand in hand with everything that we, you know, offer as far as massage therapy, stretch therapy, even the chiropractic adjustments to help, you know, give sometimes a safer alternative for pain management. So that's why the CBD is in there. So chiroxcbd.co is the website. Instagram is chiroxcbd as well. That's CHIROXCBD. TikTok is Change the Pace Chiro. Then we have YouTube, we have Twitter, but you'll be able to, you know, kind of take a look at the page, see what type of adjustments that we do, see my style of adjustments, the education aspect of it as well, get a lot of wellness tips to help avoid injuries and pain. But hope you all check it out, man. Just, you know, kind of look at, you know, everything that we're doing, and our approach is a little bit different. But again, the results that we've been seeing have been tremendous.
Well, guys, there you have it from the man himself, Dr. Jamal Pace. And when I tell you, no kid aside, I know he was gonna come with the guns, so I decided to get mine out too. I'm like, look. Look, man, this man is a beast in and of himself in so many different dimensions, in business, in fitness, in like collaboration and connection. And again, I'm honored to have him as a friend, as a colleague. Looking forward to build with him in this community. Dr. Pace, it's a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, my guy.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.